Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Tate no Yuusha no Nariagari, also known as Rising of the Shield Hero. So last episode, we went to a hot spring, I believed, had a lot of fun there. Got some nice bonding between Raphtalia and Philo. There's a little bit of a tension there. Raphtalia was a little bit upset about being old and busted and Philo being the new hotness. That was basically what it was about, wanting some of that Naofumi attention. But yeah, I think they more or less worked things out, and they're all buddy-buddy now. It's all great. So let's see what we're in for this episode. 3, 2, 1, play. Wake up! The episode started, guys. Can't just sleep through your scene. I mean, you can. I guess I'm fine with that. But clearly now, Fuma never sleeps. Which I don't really blame him. I remember what happened to him one time when he slept. He woke up to his life being over. Oh no, he woke her up. Yeah, you go back to sleep. I was just joking about having to wake up. Just, if you need your sleep, feel free to sleep. What exactly is that? I can't quite tell. It's kind of like a comb, but it's probably not. But I assume it was making things for them. And I'm surprised we don't get to check on what the other heroes are doing quite as much, and don't get your grubby hands off of me, mine. It really does bother me a lot when she just reaches her face towards the camera like that. I'm just like, get away from it. Like, it legit bothers me. I wouldn't want to be within a mile of that woman. Curse shield, alright, yeah. We need to learn about what that's about. What now? We've dealt with worse, I'm sure. How dead are we talking? Plague. Is that better or worse than a curse, I wonder? Guess it would depend. But yeah, we're going there. We're gonna see how bad it is. We're not gonna heed that warning from some random unimportant character. That'll be silly. We're gonna check it out. So far, it doesn't look great, to be fair. Yeah, we're here to sell stuff. If she's mine, you can't have her. Oh, yes. Well, that got his attention. You brought a big fluffy bird. You have to come hug it. I really want to hug the bird, you know. I'm kind of projecting that. Yeah, that's all I'm here for. Well, I'm here to help, I guess. Nurse, I think. Yes, of course. I love that book shield. You feel better. That'll be $10,000, thank you. What was that sound? That's, well... Yeah, it's a little bit on the short side, but whatever. I guess it's better than nothing. At least throw in some pots and pans or something. Well, what do we do about that, Nafumi? uh, yeah, she's bothering her. Okay, so that's our next destination. I knew this was building to something. A large dragon. Well then. Good going. Okay. Okay, I kinda figured it was something like that. Well, obviously, but this is dragon meat, so it could be different. Of course they are. Okay. I mean, it's to be expected. Don't worry, I got a shield and a couple slaves, I'll be fine. Yeah. I could have said it better myself. Well, work something out. He's doing a job and you pay people for jobs. Yeah, I don't think he ever did. He's just a guy trying to get by in a world that he was dragged into. Was clearly not trying to make friends. I suppose. What did she do? Yeah, your lifetime's not a lot, Philo. It's okay. Fine. Never leave the wagon behind. Never know what he'll come back to, like an empty wagon. Come on, Philo. Out of my way. Got places to go. You don't get in the way of the mighty Chocobo. Yeah, good thing they have the masks on. Look like they're about to start mining. Oh, it's gross. Yeah, I bet. What do you... Wow. Wow, Philo, are you serious? You can eat in front of that? Uh... What? I thought the dragon was dead. Why is it moving? Why is it sucking its blood back up? I don't think it works that way. Uh... I'm confused. I guess that's that simple. Uh... I still don't think zombies suck blood in, though. That still looked weird. But I guess it's a dragon zombie, so it's different. Oh! Nice. I mean, I don't know how you kill something that's dead. I mean, you shoot it in the brain if my zombie movies I've seen have or anything to go by. Yeah, I don't want to breathe that in, I'm sure. Yeah, shield's not good for breath attacks. Yeah, we want to be able to solve the problem. You wouldn't like Philo when she's mad. Oh, you watching you do to my Philo. She's doing her best. No need to do. Ah. Okay. That better not be fatal. Because I will ride if we lose Philo. Again, shield's not good for that. I don't think she actually died there. If she did, I'll cry. I think she's just gonna burst out of its stomach. No, no, it's not gonna take Philo from you. They wouldn't dare. It's terrifying though. I guess we're getting to the curse part of the title. I think that may have been the big trigger for him. Definitely curious to see exactly what he can do when this comes out. When he lets hate consume him. I definitely get it though. I feel the same way when I see that woman just laughing or pulling down her eye. Whatever you call this. Okay. I don't think she died. The show wouldn't dare. We're gonna kill it, open its stomach, and she'll be fine. Yeah, I think he blocked it. No, he definitely didn't die. That'd just be silly. Yeah. You'll see what his curse shield can do. And this dragon is about to regret his decision. You messed with the wrong shield, hero boy. Don't get too close, Tartaglia. But it's still a shield though, so how offensive can it really be with it, even with a curse power? He definitely looks intimidating. Yeah, try again. Yeah, let's go and deal with undead too. Burn them. We can do that. Just still thinking about the people he hates. I think that's always what I'm thinking about right now. I'll probably take like a rough Talia hug to get him out of this. Yeah, try again. Yeah, if only. Oh. Are we coming back from it? That's Raftalia. I trust you, Raftalia. I trust Philo too. And yeah, he's back. It didn't require a hug or anything, but... Or maybe that's her right there, yeah. Although... it doesn't look that bad, but... Mistakes were made here. Yeah, it better be very fast, Teal. You still have that problem to deal with now, Fumi. That kind of takes priority. Ah, man. What a position to be in. But you don't want to risk her anymore. Well, is there no other shield that could help? Come on, Philo, you can burst out of the stomach any second now. Okay, I think might have done it. I think Philo was messing up his insides. I mean, I don't know how effective that would be against a zombie, but... So it did make a difference. I hope so. He regretted his decision. That's what happened to him. Yep, there she is, coming out. Yeah, I didn't believe you died, Philo. The show couldn't fool me. I'm so glad to see you again. I did see blood. Wow, really? I want to take back my concern. uh... Yes, that's what I figured. Oh. Has he always had that, or is that just like something that dragons have? You ate it. You ate the crystal of a zombie dragon. Why would you do that, Philo? uh, yeah, but we need to focus on this. I thought we just did. Yeah, we need to do this quickly. Yeah, it's interesting how this was the second instance of Naofumi cleaning up after another hero's mess. Do it anyway. Well, that's something. Is that our next quest to get that? Yeah, probably be pricey. I don't think you're all that fine. I mean... Wow. Gotta make her blush. Yeah, it's... Good thing Raptalia's with him. No, he's not going to leave you. What sane man would? Oh, is it the crystal? Okay, it was. That was funny. Like, what, you don't want to have a Philo vomit crystal? They're never gonna have a crystal shield. That'd be pretty cool. Oh. I guess it would be pretty high level. He just lost in thought. Very good line. Yeah, you have the shields, you're the best for distracted. You need to be the tank. I noticed. Those hands. Okay, but we still need to heal up enough, Braftelia. What a special occasion. I mean, how could you not smile when holding hands with those two? Man, she is so tiny. Oh. Definitely being a bit bold here. I approve. Yeah, that's the thing. That's great. Not even a very big bed, so it's kind of hard to sleep together. I'm sure Philo is very warm. Big fluffy bird, her. I know you will. And who better to do it than a shield hero? Which, you know, it's actually been something I've been kind of thinking about and forgetting to mention. Is that a lot of, you know, protagonists in anime, especially shonen anime and stuff, they like to talk about how they have power, you know, they're as powerful as they are because they have somebody to protect, you know, something worth protecting. If you've seen a lot of anime, you know what I'm talking about, so I think that's kind of why Naofumi has become the shield hero, because he's the one that cares the most about being a good guy, protecting people and stuff, so I think that's why the shield hero in the anime's universe has the reputation that it does, you know, because probably the people that are most fitting for, you know, actually protecting and defending people, they're given the shield, you know. So I think that's why the shield has the reputation that it does, is because it's given to like-minded individuals. I keep forgetting to bring that topic up, so I'm sad to mention it now. It might be the case with the other weapons too, but that's a little bit harder to predict with that. But I do feel like the weapons probably are chosen based on personality, like who's most suitable for that particular weapon. So that would make a lot of sense about why shield heroes have the reputation that they do. Just want to get that out there real quick. Melty, oh, are we actually going to address this woman? Like, maybe give her what she deserves? Because I'd be happy with that. Okay, that was the 8th episode of Tate no Yuusha no Nariagari, Rising of the Shield Hero. And this episode, the title was called The Curse Shield, I think, so we obviously knew we would get into that at some point. We first flirted with that idea back in the battle between Naofumi and Motoyasu, the one that Mine interfered with, you know, over at the castle. You know, that whole thing. He was building up to it, but kind of stopped it partway, I think. I think that's how it went. But this time we got a little bit further into it. It was still stopped before it, like, got super out of hand because, I mean, we don't know too much about this, but it's possible that if it's left too long, he might, like, not be able to come back to the normal Naofumi. It kind of almost implied that's what the case was with the way she was, like, stopping him before he was gone, you know? So, still, we once again had Braftelia kind of bring him back from it. And it's clearly triggered by feelings of hate, because he has a lot of reasons to feel hate towards very specific people, so it definitely makes sense. But it's not a good thing to do, clearly, because just look at what happened to Raftalia, so yeah, not a thing we want to rely on. Definitely don't want to avoid that, if at all possible. But yeah, the overall plot with this episode is we went to this village that was dealing with a plague, and we talked to them about it. Well, we gave them some medicine to make them feel better, but didn't actually completely solve the problem. We're going to get into that later. But we talked about what caused this, which was the dragon that had been slain by Ren, was his name, right? Yeah, Amaki Ren. Yeah, he slayed the dragon, and, just kind of left the corpse there. And that brings up an interesting idea. Okay, now, another thing that separates Naofumi from everyone else is that they all have something that they connect this game to in their real world. Like, for Ren, I think it was a VR MMO, so for him it definitely makes sense that he would view this as a video game more than not only more than Naofumi, but probably more even than the other ones. If he's the only one where it's actually like a straight up VR MMO, since those are the most immersive kind of games. So he views this as a game world because you have the UI, which is very much like a video game, but that's very common in isekai anime. A lot do that sort of thing. Even the ones that aren't meant to be a super duper video gamey world usually have some video game elements, to make it more easy to understand. But this is not a video game world. It doesn't really have a lot in common with video games for the most part, aside from the UI that they control. Like, for the most part, it's pretty much just like a real fantasy world. But, if you look at it like a video game, you'll treat it like one, and as a result, Ren just kind of left the corpse there, assuming it would just evaporate away, because in video games, corpses usually don't just lay around forever after you defeat a mob, because obviously that takes up, memory or whatever to have that data loaded into the game, so that's why it just, deletes itself after it's been slain after a while. But that's not the case in real life, if you kill something, the corpse just lays there and rots over time. And Ren clearly did not account for that because of those reasons. So yeah, this was a good way to introduce that concept. And there definitely could be more instances of that in this world where one of our heroes treats us like a video game too much, and because of that they either don't care about someone's life as much as they should because they just view them as an NPC or whatever. There's definitely potential for that sort of thing. But Naofumi, yeah, he's in a different position. And like I said, it's at least a second instance of Naofumi having to clean up another hero's mess. Because we had the whole thing with Motoyasu and the village that he helped with their hunger issue and caused another issue. But we haven't done it yet with Itsuki yet, the bowman, which is interesting because, unless I'm forgetting something, because we've actually heard stories about him and various things he's done. We're not exactly sure what he's been up to, but it seems like he's kind of spreading rumors about himself that make him seem like he's accomplished more than he has. But I don't think we've done anything that cleaned up his mess yet, or that we're aware of. But if we haven't, we could be doing that next episode, who knows. But yeah, basically Naofumi went there, he gave them medicine to make them feel better, found out what the real cause was, and then headed up to deal with the dragon. The dragon corpse is kind of laying there getting people sick. They brought the whole wagon because Philo was insistent on that. But yeah, this is what led to the real conflict of the episode, having to fight the dragon. Which, it didn't seem like this would have to be a fight because it was supposed to be like, oh, there's a corpse up there, I guess we'll burn it or something, question mark. I'm not sure exactly what they were going to do with it, but burning it makes the only thing I can really think of, but I guess you could bury it, but that would take a while with a dragon. But before they had a chance to do any of that, it just sucked up its blood and became an undead dragon with pretty convenient timing of right as they arrived. It's just like, oh, I can move again, yay, oh, there's prey in front of me, I shall attack it. And that's what he did. Now, an undead dragon definitely sounds like a powerful foe, something difficult to deal with. It was kind of funny that you had Philo just eating in front of this dead, rotting corpse. You got quite a stomach there, Philo. Philo hates dragons for some reason. I mean, I guess it makes sense. There's already kind of a connection between dragons and Philolials, I think, Like, Motoyasu rode a dragon in their race, so that was probably the main thing with it. But the point is, we had to beat up this dragon, and we did our best with that, but Naofumi was struggling with his cowardice and all that, and did not want Philo to get attacked. But Philo got attacked anyway, got swallowed by a dragon, which looked a lot worse than it was. You know, I was 99% sure that it would be a case of swallowing her whole and she just makes her way out of it. I think I was pretty sure that was the case, but seeing the blood like fly as it chomped her, that's what got me a little bit nervous. Like maybe even if she got out, she might be severely injured or something. But we had the reveal that no, that was not blood. She was just spitting out the berry juice or whatever she was eating. That was kind of funny. You know, I didn't expect that in the slightest, but just it's all that concern for nothing, basically. But she was not the one that we should be concerned with. That Raphtalia was the one we needed to be concerned with, because now when we lost control with his cursed shield, and some of that kind of hurt Raphtalia, which is a big problem. And he just got himself into a really bad position there. Luckily, Philo was able to make the difference by beating up its insides and escaping. Luckily, things worked out for the most part, but Raphtalia definitely is in trouble now. We healed her a little bit, took care of her a little bit, but we can't, like, erase the curse that was, you know, added to her from the shield. So we need to go to a church, get some holy water, probably be pretty expensive. If that's the case, then this wasn't a very profitable mission at all, was it? So yeah, definitely that's a problem. But the good thing is that this was a good bonding exercise, a good way to really realize our shortcomings and come together more as a team. So it wasn't all bad. It definitely wasn't all bad. You know, it was funny that the way Raphtalia wanted Naofumi to sleep with her, and he's like, "Oh, you're lonely. You want someone to sleep with you?" Yes. Okay. Philo, I think she wants some, you know, someone to lay with, cuddle with. Like, what? No, I meant you, Naofumi. What is this nonsense? That was pretty good. It was a small bed, though, so I don't think Naofumi and her could sleep in it together without some real difficulty. But Philo's smaller, so I think that works out better. So, objectively speaking, I think Philo sleeping with her in the bed is the best choice, you know? I think that's safe to say. You know? See, is there anything else in the episode worth mentioning that I wanted to touch up on? I mean, Naofumi looked pretty scary when he was taken over by the curse, definitely. And Naofumi, again, not really trying to make friends there, being very, you know, blunt and just abrasive with the way he's handling his business transactions with people. Specifically when it involves helping them or saving them in some way, it feels like he almost goes out of his way to make it not seem like he's a hero trying to help people. You know, he keeps doing that, and Raphtalia is certainly picking up on it. I'm not sure exactly why he does that the way he does. You know, I guess it could just be a matter of he doesn't really see himself as a hero, really, and he doesn't want people to treat him as one, because that would be a bit of a disconnect there. I guess it's something like that. Otherwise, I don't really get it exactly why he's like that. I mean, I can understand being that way to people that are being, you know, being hostile to you, but, you know, these people, they didn't really do anything to wrong him, so it just a little bit jarring seeing him treat people like that, but I'm sure he'll get better about that over time. It's also funny when it was probably the funniest bit of the episode when Philo got the crystal for the dragon. She handed it to Naofumi, and he's like, "Oh, cool." Then Raphtalia was like, "Didn't you know, eat that? What did you vomit it up?" I was like, "Good." Like, just because he suddenly realizes holding vomit crystal. That was pretty funny. He's like, "No, that's not the case at all." You know, that was good. Next episode is called Melty, which is the real name of Mine, the girl that screwed over Naofumi and deserves to be in the deepest pit of hell. So the fact that she has her name as the title of the next episode, I feel like that's a little bit promising, because, you know, I've already been more or less spoiled on the fact that Mine gets what's coming to her in some regard. I have no idea what the specifics are, but I have heard that, you know, karma gets to her. Like, there's some sort of something that's gonna make people that hate her, you know, feel like she finally got what's coming to her. So hopefully whatever happens there happens next episode, because I've definitely been looking forward to that, you know, because that'll be great, because I've made it no secret that I hate that woman with a passion. So any kind of punishment or consequences towards her would be great to see. So yeah, hopefully that's the case with the next episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.